Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this.
Today, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Cleveland Browns versus Drew Lock and the Washington Football Team.
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Football Team and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Locke. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Locke. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Washington.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Pretty good 1st down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Lock now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. The 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown, Browns.
Coach Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, it's just
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. 76 yards. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Here's Locke to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Locke's pass.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 30 on 2nd down. Wilson going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I know these may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage of that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one 28 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Makes the score Browns 10.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Washington offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
11 yards there, 1st down. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke, screen pass to Lindsey. Locke, give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has retaken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Wilson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Locke working out of the gun. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Washington going to send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Wilson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Cleveland Browns. First and 10 at the 43.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cleveland Farrell. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, he'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was third and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's a gain of 35.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That is incomplete.
Blocked pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Locke. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
In on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. That's the end.
And we're back now here in Cleveland.
21.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Is no good. That keeps this
popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here's Washington now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. They'll find Lindsey here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
At his 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now. It's Edwards, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Here's Locke. And this is Ertz with it. Right side. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lindsey, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Wilson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing again here, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
It's now third and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run by Lindsey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak.